Starting off with the classic top-down view as a throwback to how Zelda was before this game. Welcome to The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. This is Mike1217, and here we are in Kokiri Forest, or Kokiri Forest, however you want to pronounce it. Here comes Saria, or Saria, however you want to pronounce it. And we need to go to the Great Deku Tree, or Deku Tree. Again, however you want to pronounce it. Yeah, a lot of pronunciation conflicts right off the bat here. Great way to start off our discussion. Well, I mean, that is an interesting thing to discuss, because that's something people seem to argue a lot about, is how to pronounce certain things in fiction in general. So, I guess that's one thing you can discuss in the comments, is how do you pronounce Kokiri, or Kokiri? How do you pronounce Deku, or Saria, Saria? There's just so many different pronunciations for things in this game, it seems like, and we get a few of them right off the bat that people seem to have kind of a conflicting view on. But that's neither here or there. I don't want to spend the entire video talking about pronunciations. This is part 1 of Ocarina of Time for crying out loud. There is a lot that I can go into with this game. I'm gonna be kind of honest with you, and this may surprise you. I am actually pretty intimidated by this project. You might be surprised by that because this, this is Ocarina of Time. This is a game that I have a lot of history with. Alright, ironically, we had a lawnmower go by. Sorry if you heard that noise from outside. Had to pause the game there briefly. It's kind of ironic that we actually had a lawnmower go by because we have some grass to cut over here and we're missing a sword to do it with. So let's go in here and get our sword. This is where the sword is. But anyway, like I was saying, you might be surprised to hear that I am intimidated by this project because, I have a lot of history with this game. This is by far my most played Zelda game. And you would think I'd be super confident for it, but I'm actually pretty intimidated just because, there are two major reasons behind that. For one, this is Ocarina of Time. This is uncomparably the most popular Zelda game. One of the most popular games of all time. Is one of few games in my eyes that gets associated with the greatest game ever made label. From what I hear in media, the only games that come to mind that get that label are like Super Mario Brothers, Tetris, Pac-Man, maybe Pong, I guess. And then there's Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And that's just such a huge label this game gets. And it's pretty intimidating taking on a game with that kind of reputation because it's just like, what can I possibly say about it that hasn't been said before? This game is very, very heavily done in the Let's Play communities. By far, probably the most overdone Zelda game. And it's just like, what can I possibly add that other people haven't said about the game? It does kind of help that I'm doing a 3-heart run. But even that is done pretty significantly. A lot of people have done 3-heart runs of this game, so I'm not going to act like I'm the only one to do a 3-heart run of Ocarina of Time or anything. So, really the best that I can do to just offer my own spin on it is just to offer a personal outlook on this game, and I'm going to try to tell a lot of stories of just my first experience with this game, because I did experience it when it was brand new. I want to put people in the shoes of someone, like an 8-year-old kid playing this for the first time in 1998, where really, back in my day, I feel like an old man saying, back in my day, oh my god, great choice of words there. By the way, this is Mido here. I want to point out Mido, because Mido's an asshole. Mido's an asshole. Mido's making fun of us for previously not having a fairy. Oh my god, I just made fun of Mido. Mido's actually a boy. Sometimes I get Mido confused with being a girl. It's kind of hard to tell what the genders are of these characters in this game. So, Mido is a boy, I think. Actually, I'm not sure. I really don't know. Is Mido a boy? I think it is. I think it is a boy. But anyway, he's making fun of us for not having a fairy. Of course, he just noticed that we do have a fairy, but he still won't let us get to the Great Deku Tree because we need to be equipped with the sword and shield. We did just get our sword. We don't have it equipped though. I'm kind of being stupid. I forgot to equip my sword. Yeah, this game, it doesn't automatically equip you with your key inventory like your swords and shields. It has its own inventory selection. Like these are the main item selections that you can assign to your C buttons, in case you happen to be new to Ocarina of Time, which I really doubt you are. And this is where you equip your main equipment. And not many Zelda games have a screen like this. I believe Majora's Mask replaced the equipment screen with the mask selection screen, but that's just a minor detail. Anyway, Mido's a dick, so we need a sword and shield. Obviously we have our sword. If we go into here, and yeah, we're gonna get interrupted by the obligatory Z targeting lady, which in this game is gonna be L targeting because I'm playing on the GameCube disc. This is the version of Ocarina of Time that has that actually comes with Wind Waker. I didn't get this with Wind Waker. I bought it used. It has the Master Quest version of this game on it, which I'll talk about later. I'll talk about Master Quest later, and why I'm not doing it for the 3-hour run. But yeah, in case you're wondering what version of the game I'm playing the GameCube version. And that's really all I have to say about that. So we have our sword, we need a shield, and this is where we're going to be getting our shield, is in the shop here. But unfortunately, we don't have enough rupees, we need 40 rupees. So, Mido was being a bit of a dick to us, not letting us go into the Great Deku Tree. I mean, he hates us, why does he care if we go get killed? I mean, I guess the reason why he wants to protect us is because Mido apparently has a thing for our best friend Saria, who we met at the beginning. She's the one with green hair. And I guess he would get in trouble if he allowed us to get hurt, because Saria wouldn't like us getting hurt. So that's probably why he doesn't want us going out there without any way of defending ourselves. So I still think he's a dick, and we need money to get a shield. This is his house, the Great Milo's house. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go into his house. We're gonna break into his house, and we are going to steal his money. So yeah, this is probably one of the better places to get rupees for the shield, is Milo's house, because he has 2 chests back here with 5 rupees each, so we can get 10 easy rupees right here. We can also get 1 more in this one. The 4th chest has a heart actually in it, which we don't need, so let's just ignore that. I'm going to try to show the most efficient ways of getting blue rupees. There's one up there on top of that platform, but that's kind of a pain in the ass to get to. It's not really worth it. I believe right here you should be able to get a hidden one by backflipping over these, or something like that. Okay, Link was trying to pick up a thing of grass. I'm going to ignore that. Where's the hidden rupee? There should be a hidden rupee there when you backflip. Where the hell is it? I know there's a hidden rupee there. Like a blue rupee. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop messing around with it. We need... do your math. We need 11 more. There should be one behind this house. So, there's that. And we can get a green one just by running around in this grass somewhere randomly. There we go. And then if you jump across these platforms, you'll always get a blue rupee. Not always. You have to make it respawn by going back inside. And actually, if you enter a building and go back out and jump across these, you can also get the blue rupee going this way. But again, that's if you make it respawn. It only really... It is only there one time. Anyway, now we have exactly the right amount of rupees to buy our shield, so let's go on in and get a shield. This shopkeeper, here's one small little, I guess, story about me growing up playing this game. I always imitated the shopkeeper jumping behind the counter, because of course, you know, like, I was a kid back when I first played this game, and I was really short back then, and I'm actually still pretty short now. So I used to imitate that guy a lot from behind, like, my kitchen counter. I'd just put my hands on it and jump up like that. I was weird when I was a kid, but it's just one. That's always what I think of whenever I hear the shop thong. The shop thong. Yeah, the shop thong. No, the shop song. Is I always just imagine that kid jumping from behind the counter like that. It's always the first thing that comes to mind whenever I hear this this music. Don't want to buy anything else because I don't have anything else, like anything else to spend, so let's go into our inventory screen and select our shield. Again, this is something that usually happens automatically in Zelda games, is the automatic equiption of... Equiption? Is equiption even a word? I don't think equiption is a word. Equipping, I should say. The automatic equipping of key equipment, such as the sword and shield. Yeah, like I was talking about Majora's Mask earlier, and I believe... like, when you got, like, the mirror shield in that game, it automatically equipped it. And, upgraded swords, it automatically equipped it in that game. Whereas this game, you have to select your swords and shields, which is actually kind of a pain. There is a major pain with the equipment selection screen that we'll be seeing in a very notorious dungeon later on. I don't know why I'm trying to act like you guys don't know what I'm talking about, because... everyone's played Ocarina of Time. It's gonna be really hard to do commentary of this game, I'm gonna admit. Because, because everyone knows this game. It's I really want to try to avoid acting like you haven't played this game, but at the same time, I kind of want to accommodate those few people who may have not have played it. Which, if you are, I feel so sorry for you. I want to be gushing and awing over this game like crazy throughout this whole playthrough. I'm going to just warn you about that. I'm going to warn you, I'm going to be gushing and awing. You know, I haven't really explained the second reason, actually, behind why I'm so intimidated by this playthrough. Well, I've already pretty much gone into the first one, which is... I don't know what else I can really add to the commentary here. I'll try my best with that, just by, you know, just going into my own personal experiences. But the other reason why I'm intimidated by this playthrough is I truly do think this will be the most difficult 3-heart run. I really do. Despite the fact that Skyward Sword, it was a game that I had, I only played through once, and I'm really bad at Skyward Sword. I'm actually pretty intimidated by this one, and I'll go more into that, actually, a little bit later. We're about to end this episode off, actually, because we're just about to get to the Great Deku Tree. We're getting to try out our sword, finally, on some enemies here, some Deku Babas, which do respawn, by the way, so be careful with that. Don't wait around here too long. Yeah, let's go on in and then shut my ass up and let the Great Deku Tree have the stage here. Thing number one of many that I love about this game. We're just about to end the first episode, so we're going to begin this in the next episode, but episode 2, first dungeon, that's how I like it. As opposed to the other 3D Zelda games where I think the earliest I did a first dungeon was maybe episode 6 in Majora's Mask. No, that was probably, no, that was 8 actually. I have a good memory about that. I mean, regardless, like, it was around like episode 7 or so where I would usually start the first dungeon in the other 3D Zeldas. I know Skyward Sword was like episode 10. This game, it doesn't fuck around. It gives you your sword, it gives you your shield, and bam, first dungeon. That's how I like it, and that's how Zelda games should be. I'm going to rant more about that next time. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you are looking forward to this project. I sure as hell am. And I will see you next time for the first dungeon in the game, the Great Deku Tree.